Good morning students. In this class, let us discuss the multiple choice questions based on the neural control and coordination, which includes the central nervous system and the forebrain. First question, which of the following is a major coordinating center for sensory and motor signaling for the cerebrum? Option A, hypothalamus. Option B, thalamus. Option C, corpora quadrigemina. Option D, amygdala. So here for the first question, the answer is the thalamus. Second question, which of the following is the outermost mean of protection for the brain? Option A, skull. Option B, durameter. Option C, arachnoid. Option D, pia meter. So here B, C, D, they all are the layers of cranial meninges, whereas the skull, it is the outermost protection for the brain. So for second question, the answer is skull. Third question, which of the following is the outermost cranial meninges? So in the cranial meninges, it is present, the layer which is present inside the skull, it is made up of the three layers, and the outermost layer of the cranial meninges is durameter. For third question, the answer is answer B, option B. Fourth question, which of the following cranial meninges is in close contact of the brain tissue? Option A, arachnoid. Option B, pia meter. Option C, durameter. Option D, skull tissue. So as I have told, the cranial meninges, it is made up of the three layers. The inner layer of the cranial meninges is close contact with the brain tissue. So the answer for fourth question is B, pia meter. Fifth question, which of the following is not a part of forebrain? Option A, cerebrum. Option B, thalamus. Option C, hypothalamus. Option D, cerebellum. So all A, B, C, they are the parts of the forebrain, whereas the cerebellum is not a part of forebrain, because cerebellum, it is the part of the hindbrain. Sixth one, cerebrum. Option A, forms the major part of the human brain. B, a deep cleft divides transversely into two halves. Option C, cerebral hemispheres are longitudinal halves. Option D, the hemispheres are connected by a tract of nerve fibers called corpus callosum. So here this for sixth question, the answer is option B, that is a deep cleft. Cleft means it is a division. A deep cleft divides transversely. Actually the cerebrum, it is divided into two halves, but not by transversely, it is divided by longitudinally. So for the sixth question, the answer is option B. Seventh one, the layer of cells which covers the cerebral hemisphere is called? Option A, cerebrum. Option B, pia meter. Option C, cerebral cortex. Option D, durameter. So here the cerebral hemisphere, it is covered by the layer of cells called as the cerebral cortex. Seventh question, the answer is option C. Eighth one, cerebral cortex is thrown into. So the cerebral cortex is thrown into the prominent folds. So for eighth question, the answer is option A. Ninth one, the cerebral cortex is referred to as. So the cerebral cortex, it is referred to as option A, white matter. Option B, gray matter. Option C, granule matter. Option D, pia matter. So ninth question, the answer is the gray matter, because in case of the cerebral cortex, the neuron cell bodies are more concentrated. That's why it is appearing in the grayish color, and that region, it is referred to as the gray matter. For ninth question, the answer is option B. 10th one, the gray color of cerebral cortex is due to option A, neuronal cell bodies. Option B, neuronal axons. Option C, neuron. Option D, neuronal synaptic knob. So in case of the cerebral cortex, the neurons cell bodies are more concentrated, which gives the grayish appearance, and that region which is with the grayish appearance, it is called the gray matter, which is observed in the cerebral cortex. So for 10th question, the answer is option A. It is due to the neuronal cell bodies. 11th one, which of the following areas does not belong to cerebral cortex? Option A, motor areas. Option B, sensory areas. Option C, regions neither clearly sensory nor motor in function. Option D, none of these. So the motor areas, the sensory areas, and the regions neither clearly sensory nor motor in function. All these are the areas which are present in the cerebral cortex. So for 11th question, the answer is option D. Next question, the regions neither clearly sensory nor motor in function in central nervous system are. So the regions which are neither clearly sensory nor motor in function, it is present in the cerebral cortex, and that area it is called as the association area. For 12th question, the answer is option A. 13th, hypothalamus is option A, at the base of thalamus. Option B, a part of midbrain. Option C, controls communication and memory, and option D, all of these. So here actually the hypothalamus, it is present at the base of the thalamus, but option B they have given it is a part of midbrain. Actually hypothalamus is not a part of midbrain because it is a part of the forebrain. So 13th question, the answer is option A. 14, the limbic lobe or limbic system does not has. So the limbic system or the limbic lobe, it contains amygdala, hippocampus, and the inner parts of the cerebral hemisphere. In case of 14th question, the answer is option D, that is pons, because pons it is the part of the hindbrain, whereas limbic lobe or limbic system, it is a part of the forebrain. 14th question, the answer is option D. 15th, regulation of sexual behavior and motivation is not under the control of which of the following brain part? Option A, limbic lobe. Option B, hypothalamus. Option C, pons. Option D, both A and C. Actually, the regulation of sexual behavior and motivation, it is controlled by the hypothalamus, but even the limbic lobe is also controlling the regulation of the sexual behavior and the motivation. So A and B both are the correct answer, but the question is not under the control of which of the following brain part. So for 15th question, the answer is option C, that is pons, where the pons, it is the part of hindbrain. Thank you.